everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's time for the favorite makeup of 2020, or at least my favorites. The products I'm going to talk about won't necessarily be new, just my favorites, the products I've used frequently during 2020. So that's the plan. And for you guys who are new to my channel, my name is Josephine and I do all kinds of beauty videos, but mainly makeup videos and unboxing videos. So that's some information about me and my channel. And if you're not already subscribing, I would really recommend you to do that. Like, comment, hit the bell, turn on the notifications. And with no further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I've seen that most people who do these kind of videos talk about skincare as well. I won't, because I'm not really into skincare. I do the steps I need to. I'm not really educated in the subject, so I'm just going to focus on makeup. And before we start, I just want to say that some of the products are in travel sizes or mini sizes, sample sizes, because I haven't used them up yet and I haven't rebought them, but I really love them, you know. So even if they are a travel size, I will write the price on the screen and the price will be for the full-size product. Okay, so let's dive into primers. And to be honest, I haven't really found a primer that I love, you know, a to die for primer, but I have tested multiple ones and, you know, changed it up a bit. But two primers I used during the year is NYX Professional Makeup Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. I reach for this primer if I'm going somewhere where I want my makeup to last and I want to be certain that it does. I can trust this product. So it's really affordable and it's matte, but I don't know if it claims to be. I don't think so. But it's 30 milliliters, so it's a pretty nice size. If you're really dry, maybe this isn't a primer for you, but I get really oily in the T-zone and I feel like this fills in the pores a bit and mattifies them, so I really like that. But if I'm dry, I normally reach for another primer. So it's not a to die for primer, but it's the one I've used the most during the year, so yeah, I like it. Anyhow, I can really recommend it. It's a great product. The second primer is a travel size, I guess. I'm pretty sure it's 10 milliliters. The Pure Canvas Primer Hydrating Silicone Free from Laura Mercier. I have some difficulties pronouncing that. Okay. This is a really hydrating, so if I'm more dry and I can't really use the NYX one, I will use this. This is a pretty new favorite for me, so that's why I have the mini size. But I feel like some hydrating primers, they just look oily on you. It feels like it's too hydrating even though you're dry, so everything looks greasy and the makeup just moves and looks weird, you know. But I don't feel like that's the case with this one, and therefore I started to use it more frequently the last month or so. But I can tell that I'm going to continue to use this, okay? We move on to foundation, and I mostly use liquid foundations. I'm not really into the stick foundation thing. I don't know why. I just feel like they're making me cakey, but maybe I should give it, you know, an honest try in the future. But this year I've used liquid foundations, and overall I have some difficulties to choose foundations because I have olive skin and I'm so fair or light. As I understand it, most olive skin toned people are darker, so it's a really difficult skin tone to find good foundations to, you know? So therefore I dislike most foundations just because they feel too orange, too pink, or too yellow on me. I found this Revlon Color Stay 24 hours foundation, and I have the normal to dry and the combination to oily skin, so I tested both, and I have them in 150 buff, and I feel like these really match my skin tone, so therefore they have become a favorite to die for foundation. But when it comes to the formula, it's not terrible and it's not amazing. So I use them mostly because of the shade. My skin changes all the time, as for the most people. So therefore I have both, and I change and I use both. I can't really swear by the formula, so it's a bit, yeah, I know. Okay, it's a dilemma. The second foundation is a foundation I started to use a couple of weeks ago. This isn't new for me. I've had it for a very long time. It's probably old, but I use it anyway, okay? It's a Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. And this was my to die for foundation, but when I'm not tan, this is way too dark for me and I can't really use it. I actually have it on right now because very recently I started to tan again, so I'm a bit darker now. I know, that can be difficult to understand because I'm still so light. But usually I'm even lighter. It's crazy, I know. But right now, this is my favorite. I love the formula. It's so matte and it will last so long. It doesn't get oily and it locks everything. It looks amazing. It doesn't look cakey. I love it. This is amazing. And to be honest, I should really buy this in other shades so I can use it all the time, but I haven't. I can't really find this in a store close to me, so therefore I can't really go and test out the shades, and if I'm going to find my shade I will have to buy a couple of them, so I don't really want to do that. But the next time I'm in a Sephora or something, because we don't have Sephora here, we have Sephora in Stockholm and the bigger cities, but I don't live there, so I know it's a nightmare. Right now, this is my favorite, and it would probably be my favorite all the year if I had it in the right shade. And this is the shade Porcelain? How do you pronounce that? Porcelain? I don't know. I should know that. Okay, something like that. We move on to powders, and I don't really like pressed powders. I can use them if I'm going out and I want to have something in my bag, because it can be a bit messy with loose powders, so pressed powders I only use when I'm going somewhere. So therefore I don't really have a favorite one, but if I have to choose one I would use the Fit Me pressed powder, but from Maybelline. But I'm not going to talk about pressed powders today. I love loose setting powders. So the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This is, my god, this is amazing. I love it. This is a travel size. I received it in a beauty advent calendar, so I've already used this up. So I was going to rebuy it, but when I put my last order, this was sold out, okay? They didn't have it in stock. So I'm going to buy it soon, but I love this. It's a bit more pricey. It's a high-end brand. And I know this is very popular and I understand why. It's really amazing, okay? Your skin looks so perfect, and it doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look like you have powder on. It makes your skin look perfect, like a baby's skin. You know, it's just it's amazing. Okay, it's the best powder I ever used, so definitely one of my favorites. Next powder is also a travel mini size. It's the COVERFIX Perfect Setting Powder, and I don't know where the lid is, but this is also amazing. I was in shock when I used these mini powders, and I'm definitely going to rebuy them both. They make your makeup last for a day probably. I haven't tested it, but yeah, it's amazing. Also one of my favorites. I don't really have a lot to say about them. I mean, they're powders. They're not making you look overly powdery, so I love it. You can't find a better result with a powder. And the last setting powder is the Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Fair 05 from Maybelline. So we don't have this in Sweden. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it has something to do with the ingredients or something. I just find it very, very odd. I actually wrote to Sweden, Maybelline Sweden, and asked if they were going to launch this in Sweden, and I didn't get an answer. And I've seen other people ask them as well on Facebook and on social media. We haven't received an answer to that, so I guess we won't. And that's very sad. After a long time of disappointment towards Maybelline in Sweden, I actually ordered this on Amazon, and I received it maybe 1 or 2 months ago, and I've used it daily since then. Okay, this is amazing. This performs better, and it applies better, and it looks better than any other powder, okay? It doesn't matter if it's a high-end or a drugstore powder. This is amazing. I love this, and that makes me even angrier that we can't buy this in Sweden. That's ridiculous, and I am no, now I'm angry. Okay, I love this. If you haven't tried this, and if you can get your hands on this, buy it. My god, you won't be disappointed, okay? All-time favorites. Love it. It's crazy. When it comes to contour powders and contour sticks, I haven't really found a favorite either. I'm using my old contour kit, light to medium, from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This looks so disgusting, but if I'm going to do contour, I use this or another contour palette from Revolution, I think, or something. So I'm not really sure if no, I don't have a favorite when it comes to contour. I just use any powder I have. I don't know why, but I never buy contour powders because I have these and they work fine. But when it comes to bronzers, I have a lot of bronzers and I use different ones all the time. But the product I'm always using if I'm just going to do my makeup daily and not for a video or something is the Hoola bronzer. Is this some specific shade or something? I don't know. No, it's just a Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Nothing new, and you probably heard of this. Very popular. It has been around for a long time. It's a really nice tone. It's not too orange and it's not too warm. It's more cold, I think. It feels like it. Yeah, I love this. It's perfect for my my skin tone, and it's not patchy. You can over apply a bit. I always over apply all products. So I just go in with a loose setting powder and blend and fix it that way. If you have a light hand, you won't over apply, and you can always blend it and it's not patchy. and weird looking. It will look soft. For blush, it's the same here. I use a lot of different blushes, but I always lean towards coral shades. They are my favorites, and I always want a matte blush. So a blush I bought this year is the Sleek makeup blush in the shade Life's a Peach. Maybe you don't say coral, you say peachy shades? I don't know. But this is a very affordable brand, and this looks amazing. I love this. I have it on right now. I've used this maybe half of the year, pretty much daily. It's definitely my favorite blush. It's easy to blend, it has great pigment, but not overly pigment, so it's difficult to apply. You know, we hate those blushes, and it's affordable, and I think they have a couple of shades, so probably something for everyone. Very good product. What's next? For highlighter, I have a couple of different products I reach for. Sometimes I use the NATASHA highlighters, and sometimes I use Fenty highlighters, but my favorites are actually the OFRA highlighters. I have some single highlighters from them. This mini palette with some different shades I've used a lot, and I love this golden shade here. I think I have this on right now. And this is the OFRA Glow Signature Palette. I bought multiple shades so I can try them out, and this one, I love it, and I use this very, very often, so definitely one of my favorites this year. Concealers. So I have two favorites. One is very affordable. It's a L'Oreal Paris Infinable More Than Concealer. I have two different shades. This is the Eggshell 321, and this is amazing. I think I've said that it reminds me of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but this is more of a dupe. It's very, very affordable. You have these dope foot applicators, and it lasts you a long time. It has great coverage, and it's easy to blend. It will last a long time. It doesn't look cakey. Every time I need a new one, I rebuy it. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. It's very, very nice, and especially if you want more of a affordable option, this is definitely a product you should check out. The second concealer is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. You need a very small amount, and it blends amazing, amazing coverage. Just the same as the other one. This is a bit more liquidy. The other one is more thick, so that's pretty much the difference between them. I go back and forth between these two concealers. So the only negative about this one is the price. Pro Longwear Paint Pot from MAC. This has been an amazing product for me this year. I'm a bit late when it comes to trying this out. This is the Soft Ochre. When you buy this, I think it says eyeshadow, a liquid eyeshadow, but I, and as everyone else, use it as a eyeshadow base. So I use it before I apply the eyeshadow and blend it out on the lid, and when you apply the actual eyeshadow, it will look more intense. It will make the eyeshadow last longer, and it prevents it from creasing. So I love this. It's a bit pricey, I think, not overly pricey, but it will last you a very, very long time. And now when I have actually tried it, I can't imagine doing my makeup without it, okay? Definitely a product I'm going to continue to use. So we have eyebrow pens and we have eyebrow pomades or gels. Let's talk about the pens first. So this is W7 or V7, I don't know how you pronounce it, but W7 Stroke of Genius. microblade brow pencil, and this is the shade Blonde. They look exactly like the NYX, I think it is. Is it NYX? Yeah, the NYX pen. Love that as well, but this is, oh, this is so affordable. I think I paid maybe $2 for this. I don't think they have a lot of shades, but they have these typical shades, and yeah, it's affordable and it works amazing. Next pencil is the Lord & Berry Perfect Brow Magic Pencil Definer in the shade Brunette. I received this very recently in a box or calendar or something. It will show up in those weird spots, I have those, where nothing will show up, so it looks like you have patchy brows. This will prevent that and it helps with that. So I really like this. I don't know the price of this product and I don't know if this is hyped or something, but I'm definitely going to buy this again when I've used it up. A newer favorite, but still one of my favorites. And of course we have the brow pomades. I think I talked about these in my last favorite makeup video. It's the Kiko Milano Lasting Eyebrow Gel. I have the shade 6 and 2, so one of them is it dark brown or something, and the other is blonde, I think. They're so much better than Anastasia eyebrow pomade. They're better than any pomade I ever tried. They're so good, it's crazy. They look great. I love the packaging, and I love this brand. It's amazing, and I'm a bit confused why people are not talking about this brand more. I never heard about it before I actually went to Sicily, so that's weird. The product will last you a long time. You don't need much when you apply it, so you can have these for a very long time. It's a good investment, okay? Don't think about the coin when it comes to these. They're amazing. Mascaras. I have a all-time favorite mascara, and I don't know if I have one right now, but it's the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. Oh my god, I love that one. But just because I've started to use lashes more, I don't really need a good mascara. I just need something, so I haven't opened my new one yet. We leave that mascara, but it's amazing. It's the best mascara ever. I have 2 new sample sizes or mini sizes I've started to use. The first one is the Milk Makeup KUSH mascara. I have to buy this. It's crazy. It's almost as good as the Roller Lash, and I didn't think that was possible. So this is incredible. And the other one is the Clinique High Impact Mascara, also a mini size. And these were performing also over my expectations. I've tried a bunch of mascaras this year, but these 2 were much better than the average of mascaras I tried. So if I'm doing my makeup and just need some mascara, I always take one of these 2. Eyeliner pen, we have the TARTEIST Tarte Double Take Eyeliner. A felt tip eyeliner and eyeliner pen in the other end. It's so pigmented, and it's perfect for the waterline and for wings, obviously. So this is one of those products I just reach for over and over again. I'm very shocked. I can't really find a product who competes with this. And also we have a gel eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Liner. I actually have it on right now. Love it. And you receive a little brush with the eyeliner, and I love that as well. It's perfect to apply eyeliner with. I tried a bunch of gel liners. I tried the Sigma, I tried the Anastasia, I tried the NYX, I think, ELF. I hate all of them. They're dry, they're weird, they're difficult to apply, they have clumps, and some is good for maybe one application, then it dries out. Not this one. This is so incredibly good. It's crazy. This performs better than any other gel eyeliners. Even if they're crazy expensive, this is the best. So if you're searching for a gel eyeliner, buy this. You won't be disappointed. This is incredible. Seriously incredible. For lip products, I don't have a favorite. I use different ones every time I do my makeup, but I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks, the matte ones. But yeah, I don't really have a favorite, so I'm sorry, we will skip that category. For setting sprays, I've used the MAC Prep and Prime, I've used the Urban Decay All Nighter. The ones I've liked the most is the Milani Make It Last Matte Cheryl Setting Spray Oil Control Mattify Set. This is incredible. I like it a lot. It sets the makeup beautifully, and because I'm more oily, I like these matte setting sprays more than the MAC Prep and Prime and those setting stuff. I like these more, and they're actually more affordable. So that's definitely a favorite. And of course the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So this is just as good, maybe a bit better than the Milani. I go back and forth between these two, just depending on which one I have closest to me at the time I'm doing my makeup. So lashes. I don't really have favorite lashes, but I can say one thing. I've actually stopped using, you know, these pair of lashes. I started to use these single lashes, do you call it that? And you take, you know, multiple ones and style it yourself. I think this looks so much more natural, but still not natural at all. And you can't really see the band, and yeah, it looks amazing. So that's my new thing. These ones I actually bought on a dollar store, so I haven't really found a specific brand or anything, just single lashes. My new thing. Last category is eyeshadow or eyeshadow palettes. I have a couple of ones, so I will try to make it short. But the first palette is the Viseart Warm Edit. This is so small, but my god, these are pigmented. And I think these are pretty expensive. It's a nice brand, and they're really easy to blend. They look so soft and just so professional when you use these. Definitely performed over my expectations. But anyhow, this is one of the best eyeshadow palettes I tried this year. Another palette is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. And my god, we have a huge mirror. And these shadows, I love how she placed them. So we have different rows with different formulas. So we have glitters, metallics, sequins, and mattes, and one shade you have in 4 different formulas. I just love the whole look of it, the color scheme, the pigmentation, how easy they are to use, and it's not overly pricey. It's still, well, it costs some coin, okay, but really nice. This is a must-have. If I only needed one palette, I would probably buy this one. I really look forward to use this more. So excited about this one. She did a great job creating this and I'm so proud. I don't know her, but I love her, okay? She's amazing and this is amazing. And I'm so glad that I didn't get disappointed when I bought this because I was a bit afraid of that. You never know. Amazing product, okay? I love it. NATASHA DENONA. First of all, we have the gold palette. This is the first NATASHA DENONA palette I bought. We have some neutral shades and you know, just these shades you can use a lot. So that's why I bought this as my first NATASHA DENONA palette because my god, girl, these are expensive. I think they're the most expensive palettes I ever seen and the most expensive palette I ever bought. I mean, what do they cost? Around $100 to $150, even more. Some of them, I think. It's crazy, but my god, these are incredible to use. Incredible. This is the Metropolis palette. It has some more colorful shades, and I'm a bit sad because I've just used these maybe 3 times or something. I need to try these more and use them more. Yeah, if you never tried a NATASHA DENONA palette, you really should. You don't have to buy them. Maybe you can try someone else's palette. Maybe you can find it in store and just swatch it. And yeah, I don't know. They're amazing. It's so weird. Everyone talks about how good they are, but I couldn't really understand how good until I bought it myself. If you just want to do your makeup for a daily thing or going out and just do your makeup now and then, you can find other palettes for a much cheaper price. If I used this one or this one, I could get the same look, the same result. It's just the process to get there who's a bit different. It doesn't really matter in the end. You can get the exact same look. It's just how long it takes and how to apply and everything. That's the difference. So I'm not saying these are so amazing so you can't find any other product who will look the same, because you can. Of course, some shadows they just look patchy and they're just pain in the ass and they will never look good, but if we ignore those kind of shadows, yeah. So that's all of my favorite makeup products of 2020. I think some of these were my favorites last year's as well. So I hold on to some products and we'll probably do it next year as well, but I think I've changed some of them. Well, I'm pretty sure. I hope you had an amazing Christmas and I hope you have a great New Year's Eve as well. And let's look forward to 2021 and let's hope we have a better year than this year, who is filled with so much negativity and just terrible stuff and memories. And it's been a year who changed people's lives permanently, and let's just hope and pray for a better year now. And yeah, that's everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell and turn on the notifications. And I see you in the next one. Bye!